And welcome once again to another episode of Stu Him Productions presents
J&M Solve the World
Alcohol Review.
I am James.
And I am Matt. And tonight we have yet another new alcohol that I picked up on my journeys while we were...
I was everywhere, man.
I've been everywhere. Yeah. Tonight we got something a little special, little extra, something that obviously we've never heard of, and of course we've never had. But
so, what do you have for us tonight?
Tonight, Motörhead Orgasmatron, sea salted caramel flavored whiskey. We gotta have light. I'm sorry. All right. Double wooded with charred and toasted white oak. Motörhead album artwork, limited edition. 35% alcohol, so 70 proof. Let's see here. All right. In the mid-1980s, Lemmy Kilmister was living on a houseboat collecting model trains. He decided at that time the Orgasmatron album cover should be a gigantic fucking train. What Lemmy wanted, Lemmy got. Share a photo of your bottle and tag at Drink Motörhead to honor all rock legends. There is a QR code. Produced and bottled by Bev Nomad, Mount Prospect, Illinois. And if you're a Blues Brothers fan, much like myself, Elwood Blues picks up Jake Blues at Joliet in an old Mount Prospect police car. And you'll hear it referred to in the rest of the movie as that shitbox Dodge. Now, walking around this liquor store, this I picked up at a liquor store called Jugs in Joplin, Missouri.
Did she?
Yes.
She had jugs. Right.
It was a cool place.
Right.
But you know, it's got a screw cap, which of course we're not
Big fans.
right, but we're not against.
No.
And the price point on this was $33. So not bad.
Not bad.
They do have a cinnamon, a straight bourbon, and then a rye, all from Motörhead.
Yeah, and you was telling me the rye is like, whew,
yeah. Well, I think it's also because of the bottle.
Right.
There's a lot going on with the bottle. There's no actual label to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all imprinted on the bottle itself. Or
laser engraved or
whatever, however they do glass.
Right.
But, oh, man. Ooh. Right? So much like the last review where we did a shot as the palate cleanser. And then I'm not even going to wait. Fuck it.
It hit my leg.
It's somewhere down there. I'm not even going to wait this time. I'm going to go ahead and get our glasses out here with some ice in it.
Little spillage on the side, but now they're pretty even.
All right. Well, you know, It doesn't really matter.
It just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. Now, those of you that know that line from a movie, leave us a comment down in, or leave us a comment and let us know what movie that's from. Bonus points if you know the actor who said it.
There you go. What do they win?
They will win a shout out on our podcast.
There you go.
All right, let me see here. Ow, ow.
So you got this in Joplin?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Ow, shit.
Eh. You're breathing awful heavy after being down there.
Well, I'd like to say it's because of your sexy legs, but
You know, that's my bad leg.
yeah, it's also my bad knee. But for the palate cleanser, here we go. Salud. Ooh.
Wow.
Now that had that sea salt caramel flavor.
Oh, yeah.
It had a little bit, to me, it had a little bit of the that whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely tell it was whiskey, not
Little bit of a burn.
right, but not like a candy salted caramel.
Right.
But God, that was good.
Yeah, it was yeah, it wasn't like well, it wasn't like our favorite tequila shot. It wasn't a liqueur.
Right.
It was definitely whiskey,
Yes.
but
It wasn't
the salted caramel was definitely there.
Yeah, it wasn't like the last salted caramel that we did.
No.
The bird dog.
Right.
Um
And I didn't think that was bad. But,
Oh God, no.
But
it was really good. I liked it. I'm only going to assume that it's definitely something that, it's not something. I don't even think you could mix it with a non-alcoholic anything and enhance the flavor at all.
if you put soda in this, you would ruin it.
Oh yeah.
Or ginger ale, or
Yeah.
I don't even think. I mean, that was a room temperature shot,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't even think you'd want to mix it with over ice with water, except for what your ice melts.
Right. And I mean, and if you can, I would say go with the big spheres, the solid ice spheres, or the big ice cubes, the really big ones.
Right. Yeah, the ones that just barely fit down in these rocks glasses.
Yeah, that's gonna take a hot minute to melt. But
you put that in the freezer. I'm just saying. I mean, we may take a drink of this over ice and go, "Oh God damn, that sucks." But I'm
highly doubt
I'm thinking that's not going to happen.
No.
But I'm thinking that shit in the freezer. It's like we've said many times, after a hard day's work, and you get home and you're like half pissed off at the traffic and shit you just dealt with.
You're pissed off at the world, and you're lucky enough to have a refrigerator with a freezer in your garage.
Uh-huh.
You go in, you get you a pull, you're able to take a breath, and then you're ready to go in and see the fam.
go in the house and then deal with whatever
Yeah.
dog crisis you have at that time. That's my family.
But you know what? Let's go ahead. Salud.
Okay, there's the scenario we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a scenario where you do this over ice,
Mm-hmm.
set out on your front porch or your back deck or whatever on a Sunday afternoon with your favorite stogie and just chillax.
Yes. Speaking of
I'm not saying drink a whole fifth of it.
no. Speaking of a good glass and a cigar, next season. So it'll be season 4.
God damn, season 4. Can you believe that shit?
Season 4 of J&M Solve the World. The alcohol reviews will be taking place in the J&M Bar and Lounge. We will be finding a stogie that matches the alcohol. You know, not necessarily doing a review on a stogie.
No.
But you know, I mean,
we'll try some stouts and some lights and just a variety.
Yeah. And
this here would be good to make your cut.
Yeah. Dip
in
right in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I feel like that's the only thing missing is sitting outside. Like right now, it's a little cool.
Perfect.
You got a little fire going. You're sitting a little bit away. You hear the
right now with the temperature the way it is right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's down in the probably upper 50s by now, low 60s, something like that.
I think somewhere in the 50s right now. This late.
But that there put a little warmth in your belly.
Yeah.
I don't think you would even. I think you could sit out there with shorts and a t-shirt, and you'd be fine.
I say the fire only for
ambiance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're bougie and you got one of those glass
fire
pits.
Yeah.
Where it's just there for ambiance, not necessarily for warmth or. You know.
I like a real fire because I'm kind of. I mean, I'm not just even talking about the heat. I like looking into a fire.
The smell.
Yeah. And the shapes.
Yeah.
They're coming up. You can see all kinds of shapes and. Why do you think the Indians and stuff got lost in the fire, and even the old cowboys and stuff? You know, I mean, that's how they kept from murdering more people than they did. It probably calmed them down a little bit. Then the next day, everything went to shit. But then that night, they had to camp out, start the fire to keep the coyotes and the wolves away. And
I mean, I could.
Okay. There's one thing about a wood fire that you can't get from a gas fire: the crackle.
Yeah.
You can't get that sound from a gas flame. It's just wood fire. It's like, and what that is all the bugs in the wood that are popping. But you get that sound.
Or the water that's deep in the wood that's popping.
Right. Because, well, as you know, I have a big green egg. I don't own a gas grill. I own a gas griddle
That's what she said.
because I like that smoke flavor from the charcoal and the wood.
And those that were here for the J&M Solve the World Cookout Get Together Extravaganza got to taste the tri-tip that was cooked on the big green egg.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
The next day, there was like 4 little pieces of that left
Yeah.
out of 16 pounds.
Yeah.
There was a lot of,
Everything else.
no, not everything else, but there was a lot of fucking macaroni salad left.
Yeah.
Because everybody bought macaroni salad.
Yeah.
So next year, you might message us and say, hey, what do I need to bring? And if we've already got 3 or 4 macaroni salads, we'll be like, coleslaw,
Potato salad.
potato salad,
Chips.
chips. Yep. But it was good.
Chips, dips, chains, whips, you know.
But the meat went over good, and that's, I mean.
I went quick, too.
Yeah,
I tried to go get seconds, and they were gone.
Now, there was a little bit of meat left the next day. It was like 4 slices.
I didn't see them because I went looking.
Well, you were a little drunk.
What? No.
Not us.
But
We missed our Halloween special this year, but
we did. But
we had other things going on.
yes, I do have an idea for next year. The idea was brought to us by our favorite Italian from Florida.
D. White.
Yes. The perfect Halloween soundtrack. We will put thought into it. And next year.
Top 10 Halloween songs or?
No, not even Halloween songs, but.
No, I mean Halloweenish type music.
Right. I mean, anything that has to deal with like the devil or spooky stuff or, you know.
Death, murder, mayhem. No.
Yes.
Slashers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, there was a playlist going on, Duff McKagan, 3 Chords and the Truth on Ozzy's Boneyard. One of the songs on there was the Ramones' Pet Cemetery. You know,
I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. Yeah.
The Stones.
That was actually on Pet Cemetery, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. The Rolling Stones.
That.
Yeah, Symphony of the Devil.
Right.
You know, not exactly a hard song, but it's it's the subject matter.
That's what you hear going out of fucking Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah. You know, and I mean, yeah, I got it.
I mean, welcome to my nightmare.
Yeah, Slayer's Angel of Death.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not really a Halloween song, but it's kind of creeping death.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's more 10 Commandments, so we could do that on Easter.
Well, okay, Twist of Cain from Danzig.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about Cain as in Cain and Abel.
So those of you listening now, give us your suggestions for next year's Halloween playlist.
Playlist, soundtrack, however you want to talk
yeah.
about it. Yeah. But I have finished mine. And
You're saying I'm a pussy.
Whoa. I am not saying that whatsoever. Because you've had more to drink tonight than I have.
I was enjoying.
Exactly. And so was I. And it tasted so good that I had to drink
more
it faster.
Yeah.
But James,
Yes.
what would you rate Motörhead's Orgasmatron?
Right now, as a flavored whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it a 9.
You're going to give it a 9.
I'm going to give it a 9. That was pretty fucking tasty.
Uh,
Pretty dangerous, really. I'm not going to say panty dropper because
no,
we don't have a female's perspective in here right now.
no. You know, I'm gonna go one different.
Okay.
Not just as a flavored whiskey, but as a salted caramel.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go a 9 as well. It's not going off of just a, hey, this is a Motörhead whiskey, and and then it turns out
It's
to be
just a cool
shit.
bottle. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
No, I mean it's actually a good whiskey. And I like it because it's a sea salted caramel, not just a salted caramel, but a sea salted caramel.
Yeah, it's better. It's better for your high blood pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you gotta think health here when you're drinking whiskey.
Not just physical health, but mental health as well. Because the more of this you drink,
the better
less
we sound.
The less bullshit you're going to hear. So that stress
can we drink some more? Well, of course, when this one comes out, it'll be after the election. But goddamn,
oh my god, I can't wait till again. We don't talk politics, and it just doesn't matter.
It just
doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Well, you're pouring, or I would have beat on the bar. Damn, dude. Have you had...
Oops. Sorry. Give you something to do tomorrow. I got most of it in the glass.
You're dribbling worse than fucking Luke Longley did on the fucking 98 Bulls. The tall white guy, center.
Okay.
But you know what? An 18 out of 20 is pretty fucking good. And it being only the second banned alcohol that we've done.
Right, yeah. Just went on to Blacken from Metallica.
Yes. Because the Jesse James, it doesn't really count.
Hailstorm has a whiskey out. I can't remember the name of it now. I've seen it on Facebook.
McConaughey's got a whiskey now. A lot more people are coming out with the whiskeys. But
they got to be at our price point.
Right.
And we're not saying our fans are poor.
No.
Or nothing like that. But we want to keep it reasonable for everybody to be able to try.
We want to keep it at that blue collar level because we are blue collar guys. With that being said, if you want to send us a bottle of expensive whiskey, tequila, whatever it is, all you've got to do is send it to J&M Solve the World at
2120 East 342nd Road, Halfway, Missouri, 65663.
And make sure that you put on there alcohol review.
Yep.
That way,
if you want to send us a really fine gin, because that's the only way we're ever going to try gin. Because I know we used to play It's Cold Gin Time again. But we've never tried fucking gin. So
not by itself.
No.
Now I have
gin and tonic.
No, it came back up on my feed. It was Captain Spaulding's and I can't think of his real Sid Haig's
Sid Haig, yeah.
recipe for a gumball martini.
Mm.
He used aviation gin,
Mm-hmm.
Red Bull, and glass bottled root beer.
Okay.
He stirred it.
A&W in the glass bottles.
Yeah, he stirred it in a glass with ice and then strained it into a martini glass. Now, supposedly, stirring it gets rid of a lot of the fizz, but supposedly it has a white gumball flavor.
Mm. So basically, you're saying you got to add a lot of shit to make gin taste good.
I'm just saying. A martini even has vermouth in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
and you put olives in it or onions or.
I can eat olives and onions, but I don't need that in my drink to make it taste good.
Look, if you want to eat,
I tell you what, there's a lot of people out there who like a Bloody Mary,
mm-hmm.
and they either add a celery stick
Mm-hmm.
and olives.
Yep.
Add a dill pickle spear.
Funny you should say that.
A little dill pickle juice in that Bloody Mary. Oh my God.
Funny you should say that. Old Smoky has a dill pickle moonshine.
Yeah.
That has pickle spears.
In the moonshine.
Yes.
Nice.
Like the cherry.
I've seen that at
moonshine. Yeah.
Or at Carl's package.
Yeah.
Hello, Jessica. Hope you're listening.
Buffalo, Missouri.
Yeah, that's
But you know what? There you go, folks.
we cornered out of the political deal real quick.
Yeah.
If you know.
18 out of 20. If you can find the Motörhead Orgasmatron sea salted caramel flavored whiskey, we
highly recommend it.
J&M Solve the World highly recommend it. And make sure that you are continuing to watch the podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe us with your friends.
Follow us on Spotify,
YouTube. Actually, no, you subscribe to YouTube. You follow us on Spotify or anywhere you get your podcast. Share us with your friends.
Click the bell so you make sure you get the newest
notification,
latest.
And please continue to. Well, you want to click the bell because we are going to do the Inferno, and I believe it is called Ace of Spades.
Ooh.
Because I'll be going to Joplin again. Yeah.
Too bad we can't play that while we do a shot.
Oh man, that'd be so great.
Fucking YouTube.
But
no, we love you, YouTube. I'm sorry.
Yes. Now, when Spotify starts paying us money, maybe we could dive into their library, and we don't have to use our music.
No, we got to use our music.
Well, I mean,
that's our show.
Yeah.
I mean, all the music you hear on J&M Solve the World, alcohol reviews, or our regular podcast, or our After Darks
is written
ours
and played by us and He Who Shall Not Be Named and his nephew, my best friend, Chris Stewart.
Yep.
Who, of course, well, you don't really hear the vocals, but is playing guitar. I
guess. We can't really let a lot of the vocals play because there might be a cuss word or two.
What? 18 out of 20. Find a Motörhead Orgasmatron.
Actually, next time let's let Wild Seed play for a little bit because he doesn't cuss in Wild Seed.
Okay.
There you go.
But until next time, you have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions presents
J&M Solve the World
Alcohol Review.
I have been James.
And I have been Matt. And until we see you again, you keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter. And we will be seeing you.
Peace.